everyone. Welcome, welcome. Nice deep breath in. Hello. Another nice inhale and a nice big exhale. We are jamming again today. That Crystal Skull Metatron tracking. So much fun to be in here and creating in this space, connecting with each of you in this space, along with Crystal Skull Metatron. For those of you who have had the amazing opportunity to work live with the Crystal Skull, it's a true blessing. So the energy of the Crystal Skull is all about mapping energy, mapping your blueprint. It is a focalizing crystal that helps us activate the energetics within the mind. So, as you can imagine, today we are going to be diving in with Metatron again. If you have been with me for a long time, you've probably done this meditation before. Not saying you will remember it, but it should be somewhat familiar, especially jamming. We're going to be dropping into some specific temple space, temple being another way to speak about the dimensional space as we navigate through. So looking forward to meeting you in the ethers. Why don't we go ahead and hit it? Closing your eyes, inhaling and exhaling, and allowing your body to find its gentle rhythm. You guys are doing amazing. Love, love, love syncing up on this front with you. And if you were on yesterday, I should say, if you weren't on yesterday, be sure to catch yesterday's recording. Pretty potent and powerful and cutting edge. And the meditation we're going to be doing today, as you continue to sync your breath, listen to my voice, tune into the field. Today's meditation is going to actually be the first meditation that I connected with Metatron through. Metatron came through for me in a loud, booming voice. And so as I closed my eyes and got into the energy, there was a journey that I was instantly guided upon. And that is where I'm going to take each of you today. So we experience, again, think quantum, there is wave and then spot it, you got it, like pin it in the field. And so yesterday was much more of the wave form, bringing us into the multiple archetypes that make up the full spectrum of light, the full Metatronic ray, the full diamond ray. Whereas today it's going to be Metatron in archangel form, the pinned expression. So I can hear the excitement for many of you. And if this is your first time connecting with Archangel Metatron, get ready. This is going to be juicy, juicy stuff. So with that, let's do it. Now that we have the breath and the body activated, go ahead, tuning into the golden light, activating your light link. Please bring middle finger to thumb. We're activating specific chakra centers and doing that as well. And meridian points, as well as it creates an instant activation patterning so that anytime if you don't have the ability to close your eyes and get centered, the body, the energetic will respond to that movement because you've trained it to. So with that, bringing the golden light down and in, bringing the golden light down and in, allowing it to melt over your body as though liquid gold is just encasing you, almost as though it's painting you or mummifying you. Beautiful. All right. And shifting now to the earth, imagining that golden, pure gold liquid landing on the earth. And just simply finding that drain beneath your feet, pouring down the drain and solidifying in gold, embossing, encasing in gold, also your grounding cord. And as it does, you'll notice your grounding cord may turn silvery. It's actually a silvery cord. that may spiral down into the earth. It may look like roots of the tree. We're just going to let this golden frequency of light, nice yawn there as the dimensions shift, that golden frequency of light begin to take hold. And go ahead and open your tail, imagining your sitting bones and the tail relaxing and also activating, dropping down and into the earth. And as you're ready, feeling shifting focus to the crystal quartz at the center of the earth, feeling all of those roots drinking from the well. And as you can imagine, we are going pretty astral and cosmic today. But before we do that, this ray, this energy comes out of the earth. So drink this in, really get deep, allow yourself to feel the pulse, the heartbeat of the earth, right? Your own heartbeat is like the whoosh, not just a pump, it's a whoosh as the blood courses through the arteries and gets pushed back up through the veins. Beautiful. And as you find yourself syncing with that, we are ready to rock and roll, because heart is where we land. It is where the intelligence, the brain is turning on. And you, as your soul, get to use the heart's intelligence as a light language, a mechanism for discerning light language. Ooh, nice big inhale and exhale. I love it. All right, we are going to a specific destination today. Some of you may already be there. Let's see. I'm seeing everybody's taking multiple paths. Your Metatronic consciousness already knows where we're going. And I'm just settling on which one is going to be the loudest. All right, we got it. We are doing a path through the woods. So imagining yourself standing in the forest, feeling the sound of a rushing waterfall in the distance. That feeling, also hearing it. And finding the trees. There we go. Probably feel your body opening. For me today, it seems to be yawns, but you'll probably feel your body opening. You may feel like you need to wiggle around. Again, we're shifting through frequency. You're holding this frequency as you connect with the trees. Notice if they are pine, tall redwood. How do these trees show up for you in this forest? For me, it's always pine trees. Nice big spruce and lodgepole trees to walk through the forest and touching those trees, feeling the soft earth beneath you, maybe a little bit gravelly if it's mountain scenery. And we're going to wind through these trees, winding around to the left and to the right. You can still hear that waterfall growing louder and louder in the distance. Beautiful. All right. And as we come to a clearing, there is a temple before us. And this temple is old, could look like a church, because we're still in the earth chakra. We're still in some earth dimension here. So it could be very earthy in its nature. What I want to have you do is go to the stairs up to the front door of this sacred space. And I want to have you place your hands on the doors and allow the glyphs and what's etched, the flowers, the floral pattern, maybe that's etched into the wood. Everybody's getting a wooden door right now. But as you touch the door, it's shifting frequency and instantly transporting you through the portal to your starseed. Is a very Syrian temple. We come to it in many different ways. Today, we're coming to it through the earth. Other times, we come through it through water portals, sometimes fiery portals. And as you step through this portal, through these doors, first, and I know you've been here before for many of you, but I want to have you specifically tune in to certain aspects. So, first, feeling the stone, cool floor beneath your feet. Yes, you are barefoot. If not, take the shoes off in your meditation, because we are absolutely going for the meta today, and we want this frequency to come in. Notice your arms. If you're woman, maybe bangles, gold bangles around your wrist, representing different dimensional space. Gold and bracelets, especially, it may be different for men. Maybe it's more of a cuff, but especially bracelets actually signify ways for us to control an energy field, to bring an energy field down, which is interesting because, again, we are working with one of your archetypes in this field, your higher consciousness, your one of your soul boards, right? So you may see yourself in flowing clothes as you look at your feet. And you have a body. This body, this consciousness lives in this dimension and is probably running on much higher frequency. And so today, you are as much connecting with an aspect of yourself. It is not as much astral projection or travel as it is you are syncing with an aspect of your energy field that simultaneously coexists in this dimensional space. This is one of our home temples. And it is absolutely, you could think of it as your higher self. It's like your highest spirit guide version of yourself with the capacity to be so much more. So it's your inner goddess, it's your inner god. This is a place of sacred study and worship and refinement and community. So as you come into this temple, there is a room here exclusively designated to you. It is a space where your energy body will come into, and you may experience upgrades in this space. And so the bracelets help this version of you that runs on really high frequency step it down so your human self can be fully synchronized. All right, so as we come deeper into the temple space, fountains all around, and specifically a reflection pool. We are here and it's a daylight hour. I'm not seeing stars in the sky, but the reflection pool holds the stars in the sky, even in the middle of the day. So as you gaze upon it, it's like you're gazing into the cosmos. You may find yourself giving yourself a blessing, sitting along the edge of this reflection pool, and also being greeted by your soul guides. Maybe a few of your soul board, but your soul board's job is to run the 3D. We are up here, we're running some 5D, not quite jumping into quantum, but definitely some projection. We're in a home space. This is where we collaborate with the Great Council. Several different councils. This is a Syrian council that is typically here, but it is full collaboration. All right, following your blessing, I want to have you imagine now walking in to the central theater, temple, chapel. There are rows and rows of chairs, pews, if you will, and guides, deities here. And notice how you are adorned. You are dressed for ceremony, walking up this aisle. On the temperature of the main, we'll call it cathedral. It may be open air. We aren't necessarily indoors. Flowers. Use your senses here to tune in. I'm prompting you with a few, but just let yourself observe. Allow your mind to really melt and to just be guided. And if visually all you're getting is pulses of light or you're feeling sensation, no, this is as much a knowingness. Your body should be in safety and security, deep relaxation. And as you come to the front of this space, you ascend the stairs up the altar and you are greeted by the gods and the goddesses, particularly Goddess Isis. She's always present in this temple space. And for some of you, the goddess Hathor. And for others, you may have a few other beings. If you have not done a lot of goddess work, jump into my podcast and listen to some different goddesses and see who calls you. But you don't necessarily need to know who's presencing around you. I'm seeing a variety. So I'm just speaking to who are primarily running this ceremony in this temple, the high priestesses, if you will. And so what I want to have you connect with next is a orb of golden light, as though we're being encompassed within this orb of golden light, blessing. And for some of you, some Christic consciousness coming through, feeling Jesus before you, blessing you, marking your forehead. And now everybody stands back to the side. It is your time for the ceremony as the Metatron descends. So go ahead as you maybe first sense Archangel Michael and a blue force, a blue wing beat entering the field. Everybody's calling in the full Archangel contingency. So we're going to pause for a moment and tune in because the angels run on a different frequency. So in Metatron, although we call him Archangel, this is a different way, a bandwidth, if you will, of thoughts, right? Thoughts of God. And the archangels represent, not only are they protectors for humanity, representing specific themes, but they represent, just imagine thoughts of God like waves emanating out. So they function in wave, very much in wave form. And so that wing beat calls in the wave form. So you may feel as though there are wings hovering around you, literally in the room, not only in temple space. Go ahead and feel it in the room as well. And just massive, massive presence, right? Beings that are so incredibly powerful, encompassing and encircling you. Michael is pretty strong. Uriel also presenced. Typically with angels, the way you sense them is through their wings. You may feel the sensation of wings. You may be tracking with some different colors, pinks, magentas, purples, deep blues, yellows and green, with Gabriel coming through. And there's some red with Raphael, all different colors. And everybody has multiple, a couple seraphim, feeling their presencing, which is an entire field. So the Metatron's coming in closer. You can feel this field building, right? Like just, it should feel like, when the bass is up really loud and it just keeps getting deeper and deeper and your body just wants to move more to the rhythm. That's what this angelic field is like. Let them really roll through you. This is such a blessing. Just allowing your mind to presence the colors, however your body, angelic activations are very much in the body. You don't necessarily see faces. You can call in the wings, you can call in the hands, you can ask the mantra, I see you, I feel you, I hear you. They need the affirmation and permission oftentimes to come across the veil and to connect with you. All right, here comes the Metatron. As you land, it's almost like the field just shifted into the quantum total stillness. It's like we're being held in an angelic field of light. And I'm getting wings. Metatron can come cloaked like a Dumbledore type of energy. Today I'm getting wings. They may be black, they may be white. Everybody receives the Metatron a little bit differently. Full spectrum field of light, and it most likely is shifting into just a column of energy, like a beam of light, rainbow, higher frequency than luminescence, like just charged light, like laser beam beyond intensity, white hot blue column of light. And as the column clears, kind of like the cloud clears, but it's the light clears and comes into form, the Metatron, Archangel Metatron presences. Metatron was Enoch. He was one of two archangels, actually the only archangel to be human prior to becoming an angel. And so allowing for Metatron to take on his human form. Again, you may see this now having gone from brilliant bright light to shadow, and that's okay, like a cloaked figure, or it may be full bright light. High priest, the mind, the supernal mind of God. You are witnessing all of the neural network being focalized into form before you. And as you gaze upon the Metatron, whether you're seeing or just sensing, there is a staff emerging before you. Go ahead and place your hands, imagining placing your hands on that staff and feeling Metatron's hands, ancient, yet soft, encircling your hands around the staff. Just pure power, pure activation. And as you feel this energy start to run, you actually feel it less coming through the hands initially and more so through the root where the staff is plugged into the ground. Charges of electricity and sparks of light up through your feet. And working their way in through your hands. And then that beam of light starting to enter, shining up. You are entering that column of light now. It's like it's encircling you. So you and Metatron in human form are holding the staff, and that white hot blue intense energy ray is, you are now in it. As you gaze up towards where it's coming from, the heavens, you can see the full spectrum. You can see the divine source, the divine ray. You can feel the stillness, the eternal nature. And from here, you can gaze out at the angels surrounding you, at the gods and the goddesses surrounding them, and at the audience, observing your guides, beings, star beings, ultra terrestrial beings, watching you and letting go, truly surrendering in this moment to this activation. A nice exhale. In a moment, you're going to feel yourself gliding in the eternal space, being held, gliding, wave, and light being. With it. Allowing yourself to become an orb of light, an orb of light that is a star being held in the hand of the Metatron, one of the many children. And your consciousness now, as you come back into holographic projection, you can see this star like a little diamond that the Metatron is holding, eternally big and yet refined, being placed in your third eye. You can feel that electricity, brilliant cosmic azure blue lights shooting up, sparking up, arcing from the staff through the ground, up through the heart, through the sacred arc, igniting this diamond ray. Seeing the diamond spinning, feeling the arcing sensation of light moving through your body, and feeling it moving beyond the body now to full spectrum activation. As that, so we should be seeing in our third eye the diamond spinning, feeling the sacred arc, like just the vessel, the flame. We haven't lit the flame yet. It is just a full active flame coming from the Metatron. So just blue, brilliant, white, blue, hot light coursing through the body. And that channel running all the way up. And as you draw it into form, you're actually going to draw this frequency into the body. We want to take it from its expanded nature and drop it into the arc, into the sacred heart, the vessel, the container, the chalice, if you will, sitting just below. Like if the diaphragm is expanded, it's in that same space as the diaphragm. Drawing in through the breath, you draw that light in so that the arc, the sacred arc, can hold this frequency. And as you exhale out, seeing the flame being held within your heart space. And from the heart space, like a laser beam shining directly on that diamond in your third eye. So we've just drawn the energy in from the Metatronic field, from the Metatronic cube. We've drawn it all in. All of this flame, all of this cosmic azure, future vision flame landing in the sacred arc, the arc igniting, blasting that laser beam of light, focalizing. That's the word we want. We've just focalized this light from being not only just in the field, but in the inner body, activating that diamond ray in the third eye. And now feeling the hand of Metatron placed upon your forehead. Blessings, loved one, child of the earth, child of the light. Blessings. Breathing in and out. Now is the time for salvation, for your heart to rise up in its wisdom, for you to embrace the power and the light and the love. You are not alone. I am here. We are here. We are in you. And it is through you that the great deed gets done. feel us, seek us, hear us, echoing in your mind, echoing in your bones. Your journey, your light is one of continuous birth again and again and again. Receive, 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 receive this love. Allow your mind to open. Allow the diamond ray to expand. Allow my mind to merge with yours, to become seated, welcoming this sacred partnership, this convergence of dimensional worlds and realms. Your power supersedes anything beyond your imagination, and yet your courage and your strength for navigating the earthly realm supersedes courage and the strength of all of the host of heaven combined. You know wrath, you know hate, you know fear, and yet you embrace it and you embrace this journey like none other. Welcome, light ones. Welcome home. And as you inhale and exhale, feel the blessings of light and love, the hands of the angels upon your shoulders, and the hand of the Metatron upon your heart. You are the warrior, you are the god, you are the goddess. And you are love, and you are loved. Go ahead and give yourself a squeeze. Allow your mind to feel that diamond ray of light now come physically into the body. Feel that almost like a little light bulb, a little LED light, if you will, turned on inside the center of your brain. And just let it shine out. Let it illuminate and send. It's like a transmitter, sending signals to the brain in your energy field. Sending the patterning into the heart so that the heart projects into the field your true frequency. And celebrating. Hello, Metatron. What a blessing today all of this has been. Go ahead and bring yourself all the way into the room, keeping the eyes closed for another moment, and feel the Metatronic presence. Feel that temple space fully activated here with you in the space you are in now. And allowing that light to be illumined as though your mind is that of the crystal skull. Crystals used for conducting electricity, conducting light, storing light. Feel your mind reprogramming, mapping itself out to your blueprint. And it's so hard to wrap this meditation up, but we are complete. So blessings to you. Give blessings to the Metatronic field, embracing Metatron's hands, embracing in a hug. Feel the blessings of Archangel Michael, blessing you with the power of the flaming sword and the wings, Metatron's staff for taking a stand. And not feeling them actually leaving, but feeling them all take a stand behind you as you raise that staff or that sword up to the audience and hear the cheers. You saying yes to you. Another warrior of light is born and initiated. Feel those cheers rising up and feel the love and feel their presence having your back each day forward. Great job, team, meta team. Go ahead, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, roll the neck. I invite you to stay in the field. This is a hard one to come out of because this is some good, juicy energy. And it just feels really on a heart level so good to have support. Take that in. Don't curb it because you have to run off to the next thing. Be with this field as long as you need to for your body to soak in the amount of love that is pouring into you in this moment. With that, namaste. So much love.